Hello, our dear viewers. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How has been your day? How has been your week so far? Yes, we welcome you all to another wonderful session with Ascend Debt Recovery. And like you know my name is Oluwatayo Iyanolu Alajumoke. And today we will be sharing more insight on an interesting topic titled Tips to Manage Finances as a business owner. Yes, so today is all about business owners. If you are considering to start a business, or you're already in a business that is about to generate that huge money for you, your dream business, or even probably you're working under someone that actually owns a business, also you really need to take your time to listen and then learn one or two things. So today we'll be sharing more insights, having a full discussion around tips to manage finance. Let me make it more simple. How do you manage that funds? How do you manage expenses? How do you manage income in your business or as a business owner? So I want you to please pick your pen and then join us and as we go by. Okay, so when we talk about managing finances, in every business as a business owner, it's very, very important, it's crucial, because if you don't, you have the tendencies of going bankrupt or actually having more profit. So as a business owner, or you planning to set up a business, you need to have an idea, you need to have a full knowledge on how you need to manage your finances, your income, your expenditures. That's how you spend and how also money comes in. You need to take note, you need to keep records of how these transactions are being made. In that way you will be able to come to a realization if you're making profit or not, if something is actually going to happen to your business or not. Because if you don't do that, there are tendencies that your business, you can end up losing that business to bankruptcy, your business failing, and then you start wondering on how you are going to start again. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing tips, and the first tips, now this is for business, those that are actually planning to come into businesses. You want to set up your business. This first tips you need to consider is you need to have a financial goals. Even also for those that are in business, you also need to make sure you have a financial goal. You need to know your target. For business, for those that are planning to start, you need to know how to what do you want to achieve in that business, what's your aim of starting that business, your aim of setting that business up. And also you need to look at, okay, what strategies do you want to employ? When you know the aims, you need to know the strategies. How do you want to go about it? And also for those maybe they're just coming up, you need to think of how you want to get the funds. How do you want to implement it? How do you want to use those funds, so that you would have a proper record. And then at the end of the year, if you're just starting, let's say you're starting, for example, let's say this is January, by the end of December you already know that, okay, this is the amount you started with and this is the amount you're closing the year with. So for the following year you are able to have a record of how much you've made, how much you spend throughout the year, and how much you have back inside your business. So as a business owner, you need to take note of your financial goals. You need to keep renewing them. You need to keep putting your mind on it, so that you will know you are working with targets, you are working with plan. Now when you do that, the next thing you need to consider is you need to have a detailed budget. Yes, for new business owners, you might just be like, oh, I will just buy this, I'll buy that, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. My dear, you need to have a detailed budget. You need to look at your income, the amount you have, the amount you want to use to start the business, and also you need to look at the amount you are spending out. You need to keep proper track record. You need to have that track record of how these expenses, the flow, how they are going. You need to take actual note of them, so that you can be able, it will make your record, your summary, let me use that word, it will make it easier when you're doing your calculation. At the end of the day, you already know, okay, I started with 20,000, or at the end of the year I'm having 100,000. So that means when you remove your 20,000, you already know I have a profit gain of 80,000, and I can now say, okay, next year I want to start with 40,000. Then keeping record like that. It's a continuation. It's something you have to keep on doing. You have to continue doing it. It's not just something you can just stop and say, oh, because you've kept more record for this month, you have to keep having that detailed budget on every day you're actually running your transaction. Also, another suggestion, another tips I will be telling you is you need to now separate your personal money from your business money. Yes, this is where it comes to the idea of you getting a corporate account, for your business. Don't even try to say you are putting your own money into your business money into your money, because how do you want to be able to differentiate at the end of the day? So for business owners, I know business owners already, they are oriented on that kind of on that aspect to know, okay, I have a corporate account that I'm running and my money is coming in. Now for new people that are just coming, you need to give that separation. You need to run a separate account for your personal savings, your personal daily expenses, and also you need to have a special account for your business. That makes your record more easy. That makes you to know how you are doing, because when you have a separate account, you can easily trace through to see how these transactions are flowing. That helps you more easier, and it saves you from stress. Even when you have an external auditor to come check, they can easily do their job and then just go through it. And even if you're not even bringing an external auditor, it's easy for you to just work on it yourself. It's easier. And other points you need to consider is you need to keep accurate record and track your cash flow. Yes, so as a new business owners, you have to you have to monitor your cash flow. You need to look at everything in detail. You need to be sure how the money that came in, how they go out. So that's part of you keeping the record. You need to get the accuracy. You need to be sure how these transactions are being done, the income, the expenditures, and your profit. You need to be able to keep the track, the consistency in this transaction, how they flow in and flow out. And also for those that are already in business, it's also applicable to you. You need to, so if you do not be doing it as a business owner, don't be lazy. Please go back, just request for your records from your accountant. If you have someone that is in charge of keeping your accounts to help you, give you the rundown, then you go through it. Of course, you know how the cash flow and how the transaction of the business has been flowing. Then you can compare it with your bank, that's your account statement that you've generated from bank, so you can see clearly yourself if you are doing well or not, if you need to do more, or okay, I have to be enjoy myself and give myself some holiday. So you need to have that. It's very important to keep that in mind. You need to check your inflow, you need to track your cash flow. It's important. And also, now this is another important information that I want to share with you, that as a business owner, you need to learn to have a fund stash up somewhere. Yes, like a savings, like an emergency, even for those that are just starting a business. The reason why I'm actually suggesting this is because you don't know what can happen. The unforeseen circumstances can come up, and then it might require you getting extra funds to support your business. And then at that time, it might not be convenient, it might not be easy to rush to say, okay, I want to go and borrow loan, or I want to go and, because by the time you are going through the process of loan requirements and everything, what you want to use that money to do might not meet up. So as a business owner, learn to set some fund aside as emergencies, for emergency's sake. Now look at the way the economy is as a business owner. In fact, I wonder how business owners are managing at this time, because the price in the market as at today is not going to be what it is tomorrow. The price you got some goods as of yesterday is not what it is as of now. So if you don't have some funds stacked up somewhere, then definitely you might have to say, okay, I'm borrowing from here, I'm borrowing from here. And if you're not being careful, you might end up being in a huge debt. And it's not going to be easy running a business at the same time trying to repay debt. It's going to affect you emotionally and psychologically, and you won't be able to even get focused on giving your business the motivation it needs to keep growing and keep pushing. Also, yes, for those that are just starting, you need to also learn to have another stream of income. Now, for those that are into business already, it's not bad if you have one or two businesses running. So far, how to run it, and then you can just get an expert, a business consultant, to guide you on what to do and how to do. And this is another one more important tips I need to share with you. You need to plan to pay your taxes. Yes, as a business owner, in managing your finances, you need to pay your tax, because if you don't, there are some privilege, some government privilege that you might not be able to get when you maybe you're opportune to hear about them. And if at all you're now saying, okay, you just want to pay the tax, the amount you'll be paying at the end of the day is going to be double of what you should have paid while you were meant to pay them. So to go through that route, you need to, consult a tax professional to help you, check how your business is doing well, and then they can guide you on the amount you need to pay as a business owner. Also, now as a business owner, you need to further yourself in financial you need to invest yourself, and then financial learning. You need to learn more, go beyond what you have right now, as well as seek professional advice. Don't just stay there and say, okay, my business is doing well. No, you need to learn, you need to do research, you need to do findings, so that you will know what your customers out there needs. You need to know how they are doing. You need to get feedbacks from your customers, do surveys, get feedbacks, knows what they want, knows how. So that will help you to know how you can improve as a business owner. And for those that are starting, don't limit yourself. You need to speak to people. There are business consultants that you can reach out to. They can guide you. They can, help you out to structure your business and teach you on how to run about it, so that you will not end up being in debt. So now, to just on the last point that I want to share with you is, you need to always review and adjust regularly. Yes,